before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I have another fraud story for you. Now, for some strange reason, I've been getting a lot of weird comments on my fraud stories. We'll get into that later. But if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's in your reports with all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time using your vehicle, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a car or you want to use your own, click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below, and that way you can use the Hire Car with the Wealth Dasher and still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. You want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you'd like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cashback links in the description below. And there's this new MasterCard. It's the Aspiration Zero MasterCard. They're offering $300 back on $3,000 spend within the first 90 days. You can apply for the Aspiration Zero MasterCard by clicking the Aspiration link in the description below. Now, before I get into this article, I just want to address this. I'm not sure what it is about the PPP or the pandemic relief fraud videos, but I get a lot of weird comments. And I don't care what you think. It's the article. It's the story. All right. And maybe it rubs you the wrong way. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe you did it and you feel some kind of way about it. But if you did, getting upset with me and leaving crazy comments in my comment section will not erase the fact that you committed fraud. Okay. And you can't take up for the person that's committing fraud that we're talking about. And you can't say that I'm picking on them or I'm picking on a certain community or demographic because of their fraud. If I'm reporting a story about their fraud, that's the story. It has nothing to do with me and it has nothing to do with you unless you committed fraud. Okay, but still, their fraud has nothing to do with your fraud, but you still committed fraud, which is probably why you're coming at me. Listen, I didn't do it. You don't try to say that I did it. I didn't do it. I'm reporting about people that did it. I did it the correct way. I have plenty of videos that's showing you how to do it or how I did it or how you should have done it the correct way. I walked you through the whole thing. You even got my information out there so you know what I'm doing. Has nothing to do with you or the other person. You committed fraud. If they committed fraud, then that's what it is and that's the story I'm putting out there. Okay, now let's get to this article. Poconos hotel co-owner could face 120 years in prison for PPP loan fraud allegations. This couldn't be you. Get off of me and worry about what you're doing. All right? I'm fine. I didn't do none of this stuff. All right? Anyway. A business owner from Poconos has been indicted on bank fraud and money laundering charges linked to the small business relief focused Paycheck protection program. The United States Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Pennsylvania announced Tuesday that Nassim Hassan of Barnesville had been indicted on allegations of making false statements on multiple applications for PPP loans. Hassan was previously indicted alongside 2 businesses he co-owns, the Stroudsburg-based Pocono Plaza Inn and Omsreside Inc., which owned and operated a Howard Johnson hotel located in Barnesville, on felony sex and drug trafficking charges in 2019. What? Hold on. And this dude was out and he was able to do, I guess. Hassan was charged alongside the Howard Johnson general manager Faisal Bahmani and convicted on October 23, 2020 following an intensive 6-year investigation into sex trafficking, drug trafficking, and violent crime connected to the Black Peace Stones gang in Monroe County. Multiple agencies, including the FBI, the Stroud Area Regional Police Department, and the Monroe County District Attorney's Office, were involved in the investigation, eventually expanded beyond the gang. As part of the application process for PPP loans, Hassan was asked whether he or the companies he was applying for were under indictment. Hassan answered no. The latest indictment alleges that Hassan fraudulently obtained $89,308 in PPP loans and proceeded to conduct unlawful monetary transactions with the bulk of those funds. The Internal Revenue Service investigated the case, and Assistant U.S. Attorney Sean A. Camoni is prosecuting. Under federal law, Hassan could face up to 120 years of imprisonment, a term of supervised release following his sentence, and a fine. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Middle District of Pennsylvania, the prosecution is part of an organized crime drug enforcement task force is investigated. OCDTF identifies, disrupts, and dismantles the highest level drug traffickers, money launderers, gangs, and transnational criminal organizations across the country utilizing federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies partnered with prosecutors. Prior to the establishment of the COVID-19 Fraud Enforcement Task Force, the Department of Justice had charged nearly 600 defendants with crimes involving over $600 million in COVID-related fraud across 56 federal districts around the country. As of May 17, 2021, the Attorney General established the task force to combat and prevent pandemic-related fraud. Those with any information concerning allegations of attempted fraud linked to COVID-19 can report it by calling the Department of Justice National Center for Disaster Fraud. That's NCDF hotline, and that's the number there. Okay, so now I see why it says 120 years, because he already got in trouble for drug and sex trafficking, and this dude is still out here doing crazy stuff. Now, this has nothing to do with anybody's different demographic. This has to do with ignorant, silly, greedy people. All right? Craziness. He was already doing stuff they shouldn't have been doing. And then he go out and do that. So now you're facing 120 years. I don't know how you're going to get supervised visits. Not supervised, how you're going to get supervised release, because if you end up with 120 years, you dying in there. So, I don't know. But anyway, what y'all think about this story? Alright, you can leave your crazy comments if you want to. It don't matter, because this has nothing to do with me. I know what I did. I know I didn't do anything fraudulent. I know I did it the correct way. I know how much I got. And if you watch the videos when I was showing you how to do the PPP loans and the EIDL grants, you know how much I got. You know how I did it. So before you say something ignorant, go check my old videos and you can see for yourself and you can learn something. And if you didn't do it that way, then you probably did it fraudulently. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you would like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.